Have you ever wondered why society over-sexualizes things? And why so many young men are addicted to adult content? Believe it or not, but the two things are related. Our brains are magnificent, complex, and capable of incredible things. However, in a world fixated with hypersexualized imagery in movies, Instagram, TikTok, wherever really, it's easy for our minds to become fixated on sexual thoughts and objectification. This can lead to distorted versions of not only ourselves, but also others around us. This can cloud our minds, making it harder for us to see others for who they really are, and not just objects of desire. So the question becomes, how do we desexualize our brains? First and foremost, it's important to recognize that our thoughts are not who we are. It sounds pretty straightforward, but if you want to stop sexualizing everything, stop engaging with sexually charged content. There's a saying, the soul is like the color of our thoughts. You eventually become what you think most about. Avoid or stop watching adult content altogether if it becomes too much of a problem. When you start to sexualize things, recognize it, and then change your mindset. Even if that means leaving a situation or a conversation. Seeing videos on adult websites is usually how people consume this type of content, but many people are also exposed through social media, movies, and other forms of media. Ideally, you'd want to limit your time on social media, or you can recondition your algorithm so it stops showing you suggestive content. I'm not saying you shouldn't watch your favorite movie because it contains certain scenes. Just don't look for sexual content for the sake of sexual content. You can't always control your thoughts, but you can control how much attention these thoughts get. The more you practice changing your thoughts, the easier it'll be. There's no switch to flip for self-improvement. It's a lot of small steps that eventually compound into a larger change. Quick question. Have you ever heard the phrase, idle hands are the devil's playthings? The phrase states the idea that when people have nothing productive to do or not engaging in useful activities, they're more likely to get into trouble or make bad decisions. You need to keep yourself busy and focus on the important things. Have tasks to do during the day that keeps your mind from wandering. The more your mind wanders, the more likely you'll be tempted to slip up. By staying engaged in your goals and commitments, you're not only strengthening your character, but also ensuring that your mind remains occupied with productive pursuits. Set clear and specific goals. Break your task into smaller, manageable pieces and prioritize the more important ones, then focus on the smaller ones. Lastly, stay positive and believe in your ability to succeed. Keep your eyes on the prize and you'll achieve greatness. Try not to interact with people with ulterior motives. When we have genuine interactions and socialize with others without a sexual agenda, you'll become more natural and see them for who they really are. Having a sexual agenda affects your behavior, and eventually, people will pick up on it. Interactions become more transactional, and you only talk to certain people to get something from them. Start by building relationships based on shared interests and not just sex. By doing this, you'll realize that people have way more to offer instead of what they have in their pants. Remember, desexualizing your brain is not about suppressing your sexuality. It's about achieving a healthy balance. By freeing your mind from constant objectification, you open yourself up to deeper, more meaningful connections with others, and you can embrace the full spectrum of your potential. Be patient with yourself. You have the power to change your thought patterns and become a better version of yourself. Let me know in the comments below. What's the biggest challenge you face when trying to desexualize your thoughts? Feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, you might as well. With that said, I'm Kale, and I hope you make the most out of every moment that lies ahead.